What's up, my fellow nerds? Welcome back to the Mandalorian Top 5 Moments of episode 3. This is the way.
This is the way.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get into this. If you like what you see here, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, tell people about it, recommend it out there, and there's a PS5 giveaway at the end of this. So, Sleepy, give us the number 5 moment of episode 3 of The Mandalorian, season 3.
Okay, so at number 5, we kick it off right at the beginning of the episode with Bo-Katan not telling Mando about seeing the mythosaur.
Gecko, why did we agree to pick this number 5?
Because they really didn't explore it more in the episode. It was just at the beginning. She looked at the waters and didn't say nothing else, So I feel like maybe down the road, this is going to mean more. But at the moment, they left it there at the beginning and moved the episode on from that storyline. So, yeah.
Agreed.
Yep, nope, I enjoyed it. It makes you wonder why she kept it a secret in the first place.
I think it was an emotional thing.
Like she's still in shock.
She's like, oh my God, everything I've ever fought for was a lie.
Like what led up from the last episode, him paying respect to the father, her doing the ceremonial stuff because she had to, and now having actually seen the creature.
Now her fate
Flipped
is...
her faith is slowly getting restored.
But since they didn't explain a lot about it, we ranked it at 5.
Yeah, we ranked it, and another reason we think that'll matter 2 or 3 episodes from now.
Exactly.
Right.
So, number 4?
Number 4 was the space/world battle.
That space battle was great.
Dude,
that was a news.
the best one we've seen for
Since
a while.
since the
Wrong
last
one?
episode.
No.
Episode 1.
Yeah, no, I'm capping. We just saw one in episode 1.
We
With
just
the
saw one in
pirates.
episode 1, which
Yeah.
we thought was good, and now they've topped it. They continue to improve the show. They've shown this year they're going to go all out and spend more money. And they took the time to choreograph and put a great space battle together, including, spoiler alert, the destruction of her family home castle, which has meant something probably for the entire clan of her house.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
The whole sequence, the whole battle, the whole moves they were pulling. I liked how the robot kept flipping up, going up and down. And you see Baby Yoda just looking at him like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Bro, you should get a hold of yourself.
Right.
But it was beautiful. Yeah. And it was nice. I actually enjoyed that a lot.
Yes. There's nothing about that space battle I didn't like. Like, you were going even a little further with the R4. Like, he got to a point where she was diving straight down, so he was zero gravity, that she pulled right up, and then he slammed into the floor. And then because she was still going like this, he's just fully dragging in the back.
He never put himself back up.
No, and the fact that Baby Yoda opens his thing and looks at him like, bro,
Good?
you're good? So it was nice. I think it was a nice little comedy relief right there. And I thought, little things like that really gets you hyped for the episode.
Right.
And, it was almost at the beginning, so I thought it was nice. I thought, like I said, the graphics were great with the things. They had little things there for you to laugh, like the robot and Baby Yoda. And then, you see the emotions of how she was getting because she just seen her whole life.
Right.
Yep.
Basically get destroyed.
Right.
This is where she got raised. This is,
Her family, her royal family, all of that, yeah.
Ooh, that also ties into number 5 as well with her not telling him. She just had her faith completely readjusted. And she lost her home.
She probably wanted
all in one go.
Exactly. Yeah. She probably wanted to go home and
think
about. So right now she's getting rushed into this thing with Mando, where, well, you guys, your homeworld got destroyed. Come with me. And then she gets there and they're calling her apostate. And she's coming there and, which we will talk more about it. But to be honest, it was great. It was a great space battle, and I think I would like to see more. To be honest, absolutely. I think I would like to see more of those.
I feel like that's just...
I think they've been killing it in space battles, to be honest.
I don't know why, but the graphics look so pristine.
They look so much better this year.
Oh, man. No, and even for Andor, remember that Tony's...
Because I remember us having the conversation like, why can't they put money into the quality of the TV shows? And I feel like Star Wars puts the right amount of money in for it. Let this director do what he's doing and let him keep doing it because he loves what he's making.
To me, that's because of the new and should be future president of the Star Wars group, Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
The second in command, Dave Filoni.
That's the GOAT.
They should be the president or co-presidents of running this franchise.
Didn't he kick the director or the person who kept meddling in the last 2 seasons? He's like, I'm not going to do it unless you guys get rid of her completely.
No, Kathleen Kennedy's still there.
Yeah.
But she takes more of a back seat.
Yeah. Okay. She's letting them breed more.
Rumor is they're just going to let her contract run out and she'll retire.
Okay.
Off until the sunset, yeah.
Which will be nice.
Number
3. I mean, if you didn't see it, it's a little weird, but the betrayal. Every like from the moment you saw her in the beginning to the moment it ended, you knew it was going to happen. Yes. You just didn't know when.
I thought it was going to happen a couple episodes down the season, probably the next episode or something. Because, especially since, if you're watching the episode, he works with the cloning thing. Yeah, so I thought he was going to last a little bit. But, the betrayal was there. His face said it all when she grabs the things.
And he thought they were both going to walk away.
Yep.
The cops put the gun down. I don't know what they are, but they're cops. They put the guns down. She grabs the evidence, the flashlight, and starts walking away and looks at him like, yeah.
I got you.
Okay. And then
she set it up.
No, not you. She can go.
You're
going nowhere.
And she played. But let's be honest. She played them the whole episode.
It wasn't just her who played him. It was if she's not working with some other people,
she has to
faction, she was literally working for them to trick.
No.
We don't believe that one.
I'm sorry.
The original one.
Let's be honest. Now that you bring it there, I actually think the whole force that grabbed them were already probably waiting for them there.
They're probably. What do you say?
Zero guards. At all?
Reformed stormtroopers or guards who've now decided to come over here and we're going to work for the New Republic because we've already gone through that program.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've been given a second chance. And I think the rumors are that she's a plant, that she turned herself in to get there, to grab the technology needed, to take it off-world, to go down the line to episode 9 where the Emperor comes back, the clone version of the Emperor. And I think because all the Star Wars shows are going to have something to tie into that. I'll say it again, if you're watching Bad Batch Season 2, they're hinting at this, that the Emperor set this plan in motion before he got killed in Return of the Jedi to have a backup plan to clone himself. I'll bring it up like I did last week in the old Legends. He cloned the hand of Luke Skywalker to bring a cloned version of Skywalker, as well as to regenerate and put himself in a younger body. And I think all the shows are going to set this up to get there, to make the sequel trilogy make sense.
I think it's going to be a little bit different now, but I think Snoke is going to be something that they're going to explain more to, because I could see how he's a failed clone or something like that. And I could see how he was an experiment and he started aging. Yeah, he starts all strong and whatnot. So he did have a little stint of domination. Yeah. But I could see how he starts deteriorating, and that was one of the problems with this cloning experiment. That's just me throwing.
Well, quickly, before we go to number 2. We already can do cloning, but we need to clone somebody with the abilities of the Force. That's where Grogu comes in.
Mm-hmm.
If I could splice, as he explained in the video, splicing DNA together from this person and this person and this person to make the perfect person. Maybe that's what Snoke is. Part of Grogu or another Force-sensitive person and a part of a perfect clone. I splice it together and I get the perfect body for me to transfer into.
Because they already got enough. They already got Grogu's DNA. They just needed more, right?
Yep.
So they got a little bit. I can see how Snoke could be, part Grogu's DNA and part whatever DNA. Let's say Luke Skywalker's hand. And
Spoiler alert for episode 9. If you haven't seen it, it's only been 4 years. What if Rey's DNA is Grogu? The Emperor wanted to put himself into Rey's body. So maybe as somehow through in infertility, he put that in his son and his wife, and they gave birth to her.
how they said that they could put the midichlorian, right? How they explained it, that what Anakin's mom was pregnant.
Yeah.
He probably, that theory that said that the Emperor. Do you know what I'm talking about?
And put that in there.
Ooh.
But what if he perfected it with Rey, his own granddaughter?
Ooh.
So he could transfer his essence into her body.
Her, yeah. Ooh.
So what if now this is where we're going?
Dude's a genius.
And Snoke is all the failed experiments.
Snoke is one of the failed experiment. Actually, one of the best one that came out. I just think the problem that happened with him, he started to
Aging too quick.
exactly, and that's just our take.
He failed.
Yeah.
Remember, if you saw the Clone Wars animated series, also spoiler alert, not all the clones came out perfectly.
Yes.
The ones that went out in the battle and were soldiers, yeah. But you also had the ones that cleaned the barracks, washed the clothes, made the food.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Unfit for
just
duty.
one of those. Yeah, they weren't fit for service, but they could serve in another way.
All right.
Okay.
So number 2.
See, you can't have a very good betrayal without some type of simp. So we're dubbing number 2 Revenge of the Simp.
Simp.
I think-
Return of the Simp.
Oh,
Return.
Return. Rewriting.
No. That's actually good because the initial title of episode 6 was Revenge of the Jedi. But George Lucas changed it because Jedis don't seek revenge. And there are posters and trailers that say Revenge of the Sith. By the time the movie came out, it was Return of the Jedi.
Jedi, yeah.
So yes,
Ah.
So now we're renaming it Return of the Sith.
Return of the Sith because in Andor as in this show, you got to have a good Sith.
To be able to have this story of a nice betrayal. Let's be honest. Well, at least in Endor, the guy was the champ at the end. This guy was a champ.
Yeah.
Guess Mind Flayer.
Right.
Guess Mind Flayer. She played him perfectly.
Right.
She
didn't even try. She did not try at all. He's like, but if you're doing good for the Empire, I think that supersedes everything.
way before that, when they first meet, and they're talking there where they're having the drink in the little courtyard or wherever in the barracks where they stay at, and she's talking to her, and you could tell that as soon as he answered to her, she was, I got this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, like I felt bad. I knew the betrayal was gonna happen, and I knew all this was gonna end up wrong. But I thought it was gonna be down the line, and the fact how they pulled it here, perfect, and him, like I said, he fell for everything.
He's too gullible. Too
Like, oh, touch the rock.
He's like, oh, touch the rock. He's like, I'm not going to get in trouble. She didn't
Ah,
tell him
you
yes
ain't
or
gonna
no.
get
She's
in
like,
trouble.
It was
this
actually
isn't the
perfect simp
Empire.
because not just a simp for her, a simp for Gideon, a simp for the Emperor, because he thinks he's doing good. They played him off of his mother's death.
Yep.
Well, if you do cloning, no
Probably
other boy will have to have his mother die. Yeah, that's right. So if I could get in there, get this research together, I
Wow.
could save a little boy or a little girl the pain of losing their mother. So he's been a simp the whole time, and they knew that. That's why they sent her in there to, my opinion, they sent her in there to get him.
Yep.
I
Seems
feel like
perfect.
I feel like there's a few working with them as well. Like
Oh, yeah.
everyone at that damn table working with them.
It seems like-
They
the cops
initiated-
all the way to the train ride.
Yes, they
All
all
are in on it.
Dude,
Yeah.
they looked at me like eye contact. She's like, just relax, dude.
Yeah, like it was
very-
too perfect.
Even on the train, she was way too casual about the fucking guy. Then he fucking like you keep saying
Yeah.
off camera.
He was giving it
signaled
away and
something.
said, hey, I think we have stowaways. The droid was letting you know. Hey, we have stowaways here. They don't have tickets.
Which was perfect. Every little detail about it was perfect. But the fact that they get that far and they don't get captured seems like more people are in it.
100%.
And there's more than just one, how you call that?
Trader
in the whole new what is it they call?
the New Republic.
The New Republic? Oh yeah.
Yes, because
I see why they're not lasting too long.
yeah, we know Star Wars a little too well to just take it at face value like she's working for them.
Exactly.
You could see all the mistakes that they slowly made that made the First Order just come in a rise and just take over.
Yes, absolutely. Super easily, too.
Yeah. All right,
But-
number one.
Number one.
Get to number one, and I feel like this is one of the most badass moments of the entire episode was Bo-Katan being initiated into the Mando Kree.
Wow.
Wow.
This
I
is
think
the way.
this is going to. We already know it's going to go one way.
Yeah.
The point is she legit going to keep her helmet on going forward and join this Kree, or just use them for her own thing, which is to get them to come and take the Mandalorian system back from what's the leftover of the Empire in the beginning of the First Order, and kick everybody out, because she now has an army.
True, yeah.
They probably have a ship or that Star Destroyer that they stole, or one of those other ships out there somewhere. She could get them back, rally them around, and they go take out everybody. Or where all the egos get in the way. From her old clan, the Night Owls, versus Mando's clan.
What if she's the one that reunites them because of that? Because she saw the mythosaur. That's a hard one, because I know Death Watch completely separated themselves.
No, you know, like, when I seen that scene, it's nice, but I don't think she's there long term. And I think the person that's going to actually tie the whole clan is...
Pre-Vizsla. Oh, Grogu?
Yeah.
What makes you think that? He hold on. Sorry, guys. He even wants to know. What I do?
Right. Explain more.
Because he
Explain.
got the Force, plus most likely he's going to be initiated into the fully Mandalorian.
All right, he agrees.
And he's a creature, and he probably could talk to the mythosaur. A lot of cool stuff out there where I could see him.
Oh,
Being
he could
sharp.
talk to the mythosaur.
Yeah, because
What if he helps Din Djarin?
I know
tame him?
every Jedi has a certain specialty. He showed that with the Rancor, where he was able to calm it. He showed that in the second episode with that bull-like creature coming at him, and he paused it with his powers.
We seen it on Boba Fett when, you know.
Yeah,
Hear me out.
we said with the Rancor.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Rancor,
maybe,
yeah.
but I can't see him leading the people, because you have to have the Darksaber.
Hear me out. What if he helps Din Djarin
Balance
tame
it
the
out.
mythosaur?
You can't. Remember, to lead the Mandalorian people, you have to have the Darksaber.
But Mando is in possession of it.
But he's not.
But he's not.
But he could calm the mythosaur down enough so it actually sees Mando as his owner,
Yeah,
because he could talk to animals.
And it'll be him and Mando riding the mythosaur.
So it like you said, it's a perfect balance.
But there's a certain person who I think will fuck all that up.
Bo-Katan?
No, Pre-Vizsla. Remember, he didn't congratulate either one for coming back. He
That's
stood in
true.
the background.
Yeah, but
Very
I see Bo-Katan actually being the traitor more.
No. I already said that. She's going to use them to unite, get rid of the Empire, the holdovers, and then betray him. So I agree with that 100%. But what is Vizsla's deal? Because he said his father, grandfather, whatever that giant character was on the Clone Wars, held that sword at one point.
Yeah, I just think he's just a little jelly.
I agree.
A little?
You know, a little bit of peanut butter and jelly.
Because
A little?
if you
Yeah.
remember last season,
A whole lot.
Oh, yeah, he deserves to go to jelly school.
yeah, because last season he challenged him out of ink.
No.
On Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
On Boba Fett.
Yes,
He's
yeah,
challenging
I
on
saw last
Boba Fett.
Right.
over. He's like, And he fought real tough to get that sword back.
Yeah, because he wants
maybe it just
that.
doesn't belong
Remember,
to you.
during season 1, he didn't like the fact that he had the best scar and that he got it.
Yeah.
The way he got it because he's a bounty hunter. So he didn't like that either.
No, and to be honest, he's always been the a-hole in the whole situation. Like you said, from the first season, he always been looking at problem at
Yep.
Mando, like he doesn't like him. He really doesn't like Mando. The fact that he just had to agree to shit is because, he's part of the clan. But yeah, I could see him, he's jelly. He's always been like that. And he thinks he's entitled to the
Right.
Darksaber and to the throne of Mandalore. So yeah, I see that.
Is it enough, though,
What?
for him to just be entitled? I know we're going to get that fight. And somebody has to lead them. But is it enough of them to actually take the planet back? Because you've got a lot of those spider droids and a lot of those other creatures, the Amy's, that have now taken over the planet.
True.
So you've got to literally repopulate that whole planet and rebuild it. They'd already destroyed it amongst themselves. That's why in the Clone Wars you had the dome cities.
Yeah.
Because they had basically killed and destroyed the planet from each other. The Empire made it worse when they bombarded it. So is that either this season or next season the actual retaking of Mandalore?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Maybe next season. Maybe this season's just setting
Because
it up.
think about it. You're going to need, what, 1 billion people to do that.
Yeah.
True.
Do they have the ships? Do they have the actual infrastructure of an army? And can they get along? One of the great things about, remember the movie Braveheart, Mel Gibson? Whenever they would take something, everybody claimed, well, you got to recognize me as the king. No, you got to recognize my land. You got to recognize my people. And Mel Gibson, them, as William Wallace walks away. Because you're all fighting over scraps. When we got the British on the run, we could go in there and take them out, destroy them. I think that will be the problem because there's so many different clans that they'll never reunite behind one, even no matter who holds the black saber.
I think they will end up betraying each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be their own downfall again.
Yeah.
But they could keep it civil between themselves. If they have like something like how Black Panther, I'm sorry I'm cloning that thing, but that they could have somebody challenge them, and if you lose the Darksaber and it's a new reign, basically
right.
Yeah,
you have to win it in combat.
Exactly. So that would be cool.
Because Bo-Katan got it just by somebody handing it to her, and none of the clans respected her for that.
Exactly.
True. So
all right.
Won it by right.
So this is the way.
This is the way.
All right. Please, if you like the content you're seeing here, give it a thumbs up, rate, subscribe, tell a friend about it, use the Force, whatever it may take, and you could be entered in our contest to win a PS5 sitting right off screen.
Deuces,
Deuces, nerds.